Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt here, and in this video I want to share with you some approaches you can take if you're trying to learn triads on the fretboard. In this video I'm going to show you a few steps, and I'm going to use a famous tune that I think is really good for this kind of study of triads. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Matt Friedland, and I help people confidently jam with other musicians. So if you're looking to jam with other musicians and trying to add to your bag of tricks or tunes that you know or vocabulary or become a good improviser, this is what this channel is about. So guys, let's get into it. In the intro there, I was playing through the form of the Bob Marley tune, Three Little Birds, or Every Little Thing's Gonna Be All Right. Those two tunes, kind of same form there. And if you're trying to learn triads, these kind of things, I'm playing in the key of A major. So if A major here, A major here, A major, and that kind of thing, and D major here, D major here, and E major. The song is basically just those three chords. It's A, D, and E. But if you're trying to learn triads and you're struggling to kind of connect the dots or find a way to apply them, one great application is just apply them to a reggae tune like Three Little Birds, three chords, all major triads, and it's a good vehicle to kind of work out your understanding of triads and apply them to an actual song. So if we take a look at the actual tune here, the chorus is 2 bars of A, and then we've got a bar of D, and we've got a bar of A, and that repeats. And then the verse is a bar of A, bar of E, we've got a bar of A, bar of D, back to A, E, D, and then A. And then we're just going to come back to the chorus. So it's just those two forms, the chorus and the verse, those two sections. So it's pretty simple, but it's actually interesting enough to keep things kind of like engaging as you're playing through this tune. It's a fun tune to jam on. So applying some triads, I'm using primarily the bottom 3 strings for these triad shapes, which we've got an A major triad, which the first one I'm using is C sharp, E, and A. This shape here. And there's 3 of them. So the next one I've got is A major using the D shape. 9, 10, and 9. There's A major here. And then I've got the next A major shape. We've got 14, 14, 12. A, C sharp, and E. So using just those 3 triads gives us a few different locations to play the A chord. So we don't get stuck just playing one location, and we can kind of work out different places to play these triads. Now when we get to the D chord, I'm going to use the same 3 shapes. So I had this shape here for A. If I need to play it for D, well, the root is on the 1st string. So I'm going to find the D, which is on the 10th fret of the 1st string. So now I can use it for D using this shape here. Okay, so we've got the A chord, and then here's the D. Now the next shape for the A was the D shape, coming from the open D chord. Now we can use this for D, or we could play it up an octave. 14, 15, 14. So there's my next D. So I've got D, and I've got D here. Now I'm kind of running out of real estate here, so the next form, it was this A form, 14, 14, 12. If I move this to 7, 7, 5, that is now a D chord. So I've got these 3 shapes that I can use for D. Here's D here, and D here. Now I can use the same shapes for E major. So if I go to E major, I could use this form, which I had for A, find the E on the bottom string, and use that shape. Now it's an E chord. E major here. If I used the D form of the A chord here, the root is on the 2nd string, so I need to find an E on the 2nd string, put it on the 5th fret, so I got 4, 5, 4. Now it's an E chord. And then we had this form, A, C sharp, E. The root is on the 3rd string. So to play E, I'm going to move it on to 9, 9, 7. So now the E chords, same three shapes, would be here, here, and here. Okay, so the first step is going through all these chords, the A chord, and being able to navigate up and down, at least 4 times or so you can see how you're getting from chord to chord. Then I would do the same thing from the D chord. So I have D, D here, and D here. So I want to do this in time, maybe with a metronome or a drum track. You can think like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Something to keep a time pulse for you and go at a comfortable tempo, because you have to think in time here, right? You have to be able to get to these chords in time. So that's why we want to practice that way. So when we're playing, everything kind of flows and we're not stumbling or trying to figure out where we're going with these chords. And then I'd go with the E chords. So I've got E here, and E here. And again, in time. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I'd repeat that. So first step is getting these 3 chords, A, D, and E, and all 3 of the triad shapes fluent up and down the neck so you can transition between any of them. And once you get that, then we want to start combining them. So you want to look at how the triads are close together. So for example, if I'm going from the A triad, and then I have to get to D, well, D is actually right here. 7, 7, 5. And here's the A. So that keeps them in a nice close location. So maybe I play those 2 back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A number of times to lock in the muscle memory. Then I say, okay, where's the next A? It's right here. Where's the next D? It's right here. So I can go A to D right here. A to D. Okay, and again in time, locking that together. And then the next day, got 14, 14, 12, and then here's the next D is right here. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, because we want to get to the point where we can navigate between each one. So if I'm applying them to a tune like Three Little Birds, when I'm going from the A to the D, I know where I'm going to transition. I know the next D chord is close by to that A chord. Because I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to make these big jumps all the time. I want to keep things nice and close together. And then I'll do the same thing for the A going to the E, because I have to get to that change. So A is here, E is here. So I go A to E, 4, 5, 4. I can go from A to the other E over here. A to E here. And then A to E over here. Again, connecting all of them. And then going from E to D is another part of the changes of the tune. So going from E to D is just moving over. So here's E to D. Here's E to D. Here's E to D. And we could do other combinations, like here's E to D here. Right? Could do E to D here. Could do E to D here. So now just using those 3 shapes and connecting them all, it gives me a lot of room to improvise and be creative. And when I'm jamming with other people, it adds a lot of cool stuff to the jam situation. And it's just a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the changes of Three Little Birds. That would be the last step. Like, how can we apply this to an actual tune to make music out of it? So let me bring up the track here. And the intro will just be 4 bars of A. So I could just sit on A. Then I'll move to the chorus, A for 2, D for 1, and back to A. And then I'll move through the verse. So I'm just going to play the changes, just playing on beat 1 to start with. Just announcing the changes so you can kind of see the order. And then I'll go through it again, the whole form again, playing kind of a reggae style. Kind of more on all the upbeats. And so you can get some ideas of how this can work, and you can try this yourself by playing along with the actual tune, the original track, to see how this can work for you and get some ideas and be able to integrate it into your playing. So here we go. I'll try it out here. 1, 2, 3, A. So another bar A. 1, 2, 3, 4, A. 3, 4. All right, here's where the chorus would be. So I got A, another bar A. Now I'm going to go to D. Here's the next closest D. I'm coming back to A. Yeah, the chorus starts over again. So here's A. Maybe I'll jump up here to A. I'm going to D. So here's a D right here. Back to the A. Here's the verse, starts on A. I gotta go to E now. So here's the E. Back to the A. Now I'll just go back to here. Now here's the D. Back to the A. Go over here. Go into the E. Here's the D, just slide over. Back to the A. Yeah, here's the chorus again. Now I'm gonna play the reggae style. So A. Going to E, A, D, A, E, D, A. Okay, so now I'm just branching out using all those triads, knowing where I'm going, and it kind of allows for a lot of creativity, jamming with other people. They're like, man, there's so much going on, but it's so simple. Keeps the form interesting because it is kind of a simple set of changes, but I could go off on that, and there's other things that we could do with it. So the idea is, how can I take a simple form and really expand on it, in this case, just using triads. So guys, I hope that helped you today make use of the triads. If you got value from this video, please put a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know if you have any questions about anything in the video, put it in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching.